Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new video, and today is the fourth round of our MyTeam career. Yes, I'm doing post-com on this, and this is my first quality lap of the recording, and we set a 33.4 to start off with, which I didn't think was good enough, but this is my fastest lap of the session and the final one I did. So it's going to be watched in full here. So we're going to go through the Sanal section of turns 1 and 2. Taking a very good line for a pad, in my opinion. Going through, we're just bouncing off of good delta and bad delta. We run wide out of turn 2, lose some time, about a tenth. And running up through turn 4 into turn 5. At the end of sector 1, we're down by 300ths. But we're still bouncing off the delta. And we're trying to go faster than Rojan here, preferably. Because as you'll see in an interview later, I chose him as my rival. So we're still bouncing off of the delta. We're about a tenth up now, I think. No, yeah, about a tenth up. Can't really see because of the Kind Master watermark when I'm editing. Got a lot of Kind Master.
2 laps of fuel left.
But we're gonna exit sector 2 now. We're 4 tenths down on Stroll, and we've went 500ths better than the best sector 2. But we're losing time and gaining time at the same time. But out of this now section here, we're going to be like 5 tenths up. I can't quite see, but I remember it clearly. We were like 5 tenths up. Going down the longest straight, it feels like, even though Azerbaijan has a much longer one, and same with Vietnam. Into the hairpin. I took it first gear, short shift up to second. Good exit. I am on medium traction, but it was still a good exit nonetheless. Through the final corner. Taking a very nice line actually, not exploiting track limits, and we're going to set a 32.7 to jump us ahead of Stroll.
Qualifying,
and
but
here's the final
we'll be back
qualifying
tomorrow
results.
as we
We're
head
in
into the Grand
P14
Prix.
with Bottas and Pole and Hamilton in second. Our teammate Jack Aiken had a very unfortunate day, being about 1.5 seconds off of us.
Are you happy with where you'll be on the grid tomorrow? Appreciate your time.
It's time to find out which driver is up to the task of claiming the Chinese Grand Prix. We're here in Shanghai. Shanghai International Circuit then, a 16-corner high-speed thrill ride. Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks for today's race. Good job yesterday from Valtteri Bottas. The Finn starts from pole position, and Lewis Hamilton completes the front row. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Verstappen, Vettel, Charles Leclerc and Albon, Ricciardo, Kvyat, Ocon and Lando Norris, Perez, Sainz, Pierre Gasly, Herbert, Stroll, Grosjean, Kevin Magnussen and Kimi Raikkonen, Giovinazzi, Russell, Aitken and Nicholas Latifi. And now it's time to head down to the track.
We came close to
Okay then, so on the grid now, the strategy for this one is pretty simple, mediums to hards, and we're going to put in around 30 laps of fuel, so we have enough fuel to attack down the straights, with also not running out of fuel by the end of the race, which is always good. We're about to go to 5 red lights, I think. I'm not sure. Oh, Toby! Classic Kurt Rose ruining my recordings. I've spent about 1 million years on this screen by now. And finally the race is underway. I had to cut some parts out just to make this video a little bit shorter because that was an absolute cluster. Now into turn 1 though, we've lost a position to Lance Stroll, but it's fine. We're going to have the most opportunistic inside line in the world. With 3 wide with Sainz and Perez. Sainz gets ahead of us. And Perez just, yeah. So he's out the race. Well, he's not out the race, but he's crashed. And there's a safety car. I've dive bomb Sainz and Norris, but I think I need to give the positions back. I'm going back to Norris, but I don't have a legal overtake, so I keep the position on Sainz. And now we're just going to skip over the safety car period. On to lap 3 then, with the safety car coming in. And in trying to avoid Norris, I've absolutely messed up the final corner. And we went off the circuit, losing about 8/10 to Norris, which is never a good thing. We've got Sainz trying to go up our inside. We're trying our best to defend against it. I think we have. Yes, we have. So we managed to defend against Sainz, which is always good. He's trying to go back down our inside on the left, but that doesn't work out for him.
Keep it up.
And skipping on to into a time lapse because there wasn't much going on at this point. I don't really know what to say here. Like and subscribe, guys. That's always a good thing to do. End of lap 4 then. We're going to see most of the cars in front of us do dive in, including Lando Norris. So we're going to jump up into, I think it's 5th position. Yeah, 5th position. So we're actually running in the top 5 in our startup team, which is incredible. And I changed it to 50% for this race. More people dive into the pit lane, and we find ourselves in the lead of the
DRS has been enabled. DRS is now enabled.
Now, on the podium pass, there was a challenge lead 4 laps in my team. As you see by the end of this, I did lead for that long. Spoiler alert, that was. But yeah. And so yeah, this part we're just trying to defend from Sainz. He's right behind us. I think he's going to be an overtake mode because look how much he's gaining on us. We do have an ICE problem, meaning that we're going to be slower on the straights. But we're going to skip on to a 12 times speed time lapse here for this whole period really. Jeff asked me for the weirdest strategy ever of doing a 0 stop, which is illegal in Formula 1. But there we are. And we're just going to continue through this. So as you can see, it's already been 3 laps. It is going to be like about 7 laps by the time we pit. I don't know why I didn't cut here, but I just wanted to keep the video length up. So yeah, we're still leading. We've got around a 3-second gap as Lando Norris retires from the session, and so does Alexander Albon, I think it was. I didn't quite see the time lapse. We are lap 13, pit windows open, so we are going to box at the end of this lap to go on to a set of hards for the rest of the race. So here we are, into the pits. Leclerc and Vettel had already pitted, so Hamilton, Bottas, Max Verstappen, and Lance Stroll. So we're in the pits, followed by Raikkonen and Magnussen. And the boys are actually going to pull off a really nice pit stop here, 2.3 seconds. So good pit stop there. We've been jumped by our teammate and Sainz, but they both have to pit at some point in this race. Another time lapse, but this is on a short one. Just because we're catching up to Giovinazzi. That's how I've learned the pronunciation according to GF, so thanks Jeff. So we're going to come around Anti now. The air are really weak around here. But Gio seems to get a better exit than I do. We're going to whack it up to Rich and overtake to catch up as much as we can. Turn on the DRS. And I've had a tip with the DRS. If you hold it down and then release it on the zone, you get a better reaction time with it, I'm pretty sure. I don't know, I haven't really tested it, but yeah. We don't get Gio at that corner, but I think we do in turn 1 and 2. So let's have a look.
Okay, you're within 1 second of the car ahead. Get ready to use DRS to overtake.
Now, just like lap 1, we're gonna just slither up the inside. And yeah, nice move on Gio there. And in a minute we're going to fade into later on in the race. There are a lot of cuts in this race at 4 moments, but it is what it is. And yeah, so he always going to get swamped by Hamilton and Leclerc. because 1 Renault, 2 IC problems and 3 fast cars. So yeah, we just get swapped into the spawn and look like we're going, I'm pretty sure. Like a horrible line. And actually he hasn't got us yet, and I had an update in the morning which gave the Ferrari nerf, and the nerf we were all waiting for. Now the Mercedes did get their black livery, but I think Williams got their brand new livery. I don't really know because I was never really near a Williams in this race. Leclerc hits us. We lose the rear end, but he gets past us anyway. And I'm pretty sure. Yep, here comes Seb Vettel. He's gonna go around the outside, is he? Is he? No. Oh yeah, for this race I was running 96 AI. So I wasn't really sure how it's gonna go, and I was on a larger screen, which I never do very well on. I was going to skip on to lap 28 now. We're in 7th place. We're trying to hold back Grosjean because, as I said, I've chosen him as my rival, which will give us 1,000 acclaim by the time we beat him, if we do. So I'm just trying my best to hold him back. He's in our DRS, and so is Stroll. Well, Stroll's in Grosjean's DRS at least.
There's only 1 lap of fuel
and
remaining.
Hopefully we're gonna hold on to this and try and get a really good result. But this has been a really good strategy so far. So we're going to come through this section where in practice the car would just slide on the medium cars, but I've managed to master it, which is always good. Yeah, Grosjean is closing in like mad because his tyres are going to be less warm because he's got a better car underneath him and he pitted later. We're going to come into Anting. We got a good gap. We got 3 tenths to him. Oh, we've had a little bit of slide there. He's going to have the DRS, of course. But coming out of Anting, we've actually gained about 2 tenths, maybe 3. Yeah, 3 tenths, 4 tenths. And we're going to go into overtake and Rich use up the last of our ERS. Now he's going to start gaining because the Ferrari engine is still better than the Renault engine, even after the nerf. But he's not going to gain enough, and we're going to skip on to the final corner. And we're going to cross the line in a very good P7 in our 4th race, a supersonic
That's
GP.
the end of the race. We'll see you in Parc Fermé.
And as per usual, Jeff is merely content. Now, as I was saying, I didn't get the podium pass achievement done, which is very odd to me, because I do have VIP. And look at this, we've got tier 2, and the amount of XP we got, we'll get up to tier 3. So we've just jumped 2 tiers in the podium pass, which is really good.
So let's review the
And
updated
here are the
driver
results. We
stats.
finished a P7.
Despite the best efforts of our championship leader, that leader's
With
taken
the
a bit of a
Ferrari
knock
nerf
today.
comes
So,
a poor
Anthony
result with
Davidson,
Charles Leclerc,
who
so
would
he's
you rank
losing
as your
out
driver?
in the championship now. We're going to skip forward a bit. I'm just choosing activity to fill up our free time. They'll give us money and acclaim. We're going to choose a major aero upgrade because we really do need aero, and we're going to get the resource point thing for the engine so we can get even more resource points. Now we're going to go to an interview with Will Buxton.
Thanks so much for the invitation to your HQ. Let's have a little chat about the team's performance this season. Do you see your relationship with your second driver being long-term, or will you be looking for someone else if you're successful? Will your team be going for the Constructors' Championship this season, or just for points? Would it be safe to say that, in terms of team orders, your career comes first in your team? Your second driver seems to be getting much more comfortable with their car. Have you been focusing on their development? What are your predictions for your team going into this season? Well, thanks so much as ever for your time. It's hugely appreciated.
Okay guys, I'd like to thank you all for watching this episode of our MyTeam career. And I did say we'd do 2 races per episode, but now I've upped it to 50% races, so there's no point in doing that. So, as always, leave a like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss another episode. And I'll see you next time for the Dutch Grand Prix.